Hello, I'm Joseph Giunta, the music director and conductor of the Des Moines Symphony. Thank you for joining me in the DMSO Listening Room. In the summer of 1877, Brahms rented a two-room apartment on the banks of Lake Worth in the tiny Austrian village of Portsach. Shortly after his arrival, he wrote to a friend, "It is delightful here. The beauty and peace of the environment and the warmth of its people appealed to him very much." His daily walks connected him to nature and unleashed a wave of creativity that birthed his Second Symphony. After the 20 years it took him to write his First Symphony, this one took a mere 4 months to pen in this sublime and relaxing village. It's worth noting that Brahms returned to Portsach the following summer and composed his equally brilliant violin concerto. Prior to any public performance of the symphony, Brahms played it on the piano for several friends. They all concluded he would have a great success with this piece. Their enthusiasm was founded and prophetic. Hans Richter, the great conductor, conducted the first performance with the Vienna Philharmonic on December 30th, 1877. The applause was so thunderous that the third movement had to be repeated. 1 month later, Brahms himself conducted a performance in Leipzig, and there too, the response was absolutely overwhelming. But his greatest personal fulfillment was performing it in Hamburg, his native city, and the city that had denied him several important posts as a young man. This Hamburg performance was thrilling. He received one of the largest ovations of his life, as if the audience knew they needed to make up for snubbing him decades before. After this concert, he responded with the typical Brahms wit. "Finally, they think I have something to offer, but it's 2 decades too late." Brahms referred to his Second Symphony as his new little monster, and also a little sinfonia. But it was much more than that. His upbeat and cheerful mood is on display throughout the entire piece. It's full of lyricism, rippling streams, and only a few dark shadows. From the very beginning, following the distant bucolic horn calls, the sun radiates through the most stunning violin line, reminiscent of first light on a lake. The beginning of day unfolds right before us. Brahms wrote to a friend that my cheerful, happy mood permeates this entire work, and especially in the first movement. There's even a waltz theme that reminds us of his famous lullaby. The second movement, marked Adagio non troppo, is beautifully lyric and rich and elicits feelings of complete satisfaction and peacefulness. The third movement is a serenade with an energetic and sprightly melody. It also boasts several metric modulations, which basically is changing tempo or speed in mathematical proportion to a previous tempo. He teases and even confuses us with several misplaced accents on unusual beats, which adds to the playfulness and dance-like quality of this music. The finale, Allegro con spirito, is blazing and brilliant and electrifying. It's the most cheerful and optimistic finale of all 4 Brahms symphonies. It includes some great clarinet writing, as well as virtuoso string writing. It builds with unbridled energy to the full orchestra marching breathlessly to its final note. That's it for today's DMSO Listening Room. Next time, Brahms Symphony No. 3. And don't forget to go to our website, dmsymphony.org, where you can find listening links to the Brahms Symphony No. 2 right after this video. You'll also find more content in our DMSO at Home video series, featuring self-produced videos by our musicians from their home to yours. Thanks so much for watching.